so blessed to have had Michael Palin come. We can't quite believe it ourselves. We've had well over 100 people come along on the day, which is absolutely fantastic. We couldn't actually have hoped for a better day.
Who made the biggest impression on you during your trip?
Well, I mean, I met people from the ex-president Cardoso, who was really the architect of the new Brazil. He cleaned up the currency. He really put the country back on its feet. It was a great honour to meet him. But he was quite serious. And on the other side of the coin, you get some very jolly people like Dada, who was the cook in Salvador.
So during obviously all your trips, not just Brazil, have you ever found yourself in danger at all during the trips?
Well, I suppose I have. I mean, we had a car attacked when I was in Sudan near Omdurman. We just stopped, and someone, for some reason, decided they didn't like our stills photographer taking pictures and started to rock the car. And within no time, there was a crowd of 20, 30 people. And fortunately, our driver just put his foot down and went. He said afterwards that could have been very nasty.
Have you ever travelled to anywhere that's been a bit of a letdown?
The only place that wasn't anticlimax was the South Pole. Not because I was expecting to find anything there particularly. It was great to go there, fantastic to get there. But there's a huge base there, and there's lots of sort of skips and piles of bricks, and it's just like a sort of backyard of builders. And I found that very, very disappointing.
You talk about obviously sleeping in hammocks on your Brazil trip and how you feel like you've kind of missed out for the rest of your travelling where you hadn't slept in hammocks. Where are the other most unusual places that you've spent a night while you've been travelling?
Well, the South Pole's one.
Yeah.
Tiny little tent, 6 of us in it. I slept across the doorway, which was a very bad move because the one of the blokes in the back of the tent had to go for a pee rather regularly. He went out, sort of clocked me on the side of the head. But we've, spent some. I mean, sometimes you just sleep on a mat or a floor somewhere.
Yeah.
There was a fort in the middle of Mauritania, just like a French Legion fort, and there you just put your sleeping bag on the floor. These great big rooms and the wind howling through. It was scary. Happy boy.
Girl.
Well, happy girl. Well,
You like Michael's programmes on Brazil. My boyfriend is a huge fan. So we had a picture taken and we got our book signed today.
I've sort of come from Sunbury on my bike, as you can see. I like travelling just as much as Michael, and it was sort of great meeting him again. I've got all his books, and he's had his adventure. Mine is about to come, as I'll be doing the Ironman Challenge next October.
We love Michael Palin because he goes to so many cool places, and he reminds us of my granddad.
I've come to the sign today to see Michael Palin. I'm a big fan of his, and I've always followed his stuff all the way from the Monty Python right through the Holy Grail, Life of Brian. These are a couple of these stills from his films that he'd done, which was a Dead Parrot sketch. There's him in the office, which unfortunately he couldn't sign today because he's very, very busy with people coming to get signed. And there's a pole-to-pole picture.